Hello metalheads, it's Beltane bank holiday weekend. I'm out detecting, but with a difference. I've broken open my new Apex metal detector. First time in the field, bit of a learning curve, but plenty of good tips from my good old brother Tezza. He's set me right on this. So I've been over this field summer, autumn last year with the 400i. Let's give it a hit with the Apex, see what I've missed. And I'm going to start here because it weeds up pretty bad, so let's try and get through this before it ends up to my waist. Right, let's have a look at what we're running. So, here's the new machine, Garrett Ace Apex. I'm going to start off running in all metal mode, so everything's highlighted here. I might at some point switch over to relics mode. I'm a great fan of relics mode from the 400i. 2 off the top on sensitivity. My Z-Link headphones that came with the kit, they're connected up. I need to ground balance myself, and I'm going to start off in multi-frequency mode, but perhaps with the idea of maybe swapping over into 20 kilohertz. Let's see how we get on. Right, I've never had to ground balance before, so let's give this a go. Got a clear bit of ground, no metal in the ground. Press and hold the ground balance button, pump it up and down. Seems to be settled at 84. Don't know if that's good or bad, but let's give it a go. We can always ground balance again at any time. So here we go with the very first target, coming in mid to high 50s, only a moo tube. Now I'm so used to moo tubes coming in at around 79, 80, so I'm seriously going to have to reckon my numbers down a bit. And I'd forgotten about this lot. Totally surrounded already, and taking a bit of interest in the new machine. Hello guys, you gonna let me get on? Yeah. Well, I am really clutching at straws with this new machine. The numbers are so different to each other, and the tones, they're not what I'm used to. I'm used to that ding 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 of the Ace 400i. A lot more subtle on the Apex, and I can't hear my own audio very well. With the 400i you definitely get a grunt to the end of your, outside of your coil over a deep iron target. I have dug a couple of ploughshares right the way down, but I'm now onto my first decent target. Let me flip the camera around, have a look. There we go metalheads, I'll take that as my first decent find with the Apex. Little buckle coming in high 60s, 68. Georgian I'd class that as, and it's still got the hinging chape mechanism in it. Very rarely find them with the pin and that little angle poise thing. Quite ornate. I'll take that any day as my first find. Cool. Let's go and find some more. Boom! And we're away with our first coin with the Apex metalheads, and it looks in quite fair condition for a copper coin of its age. George II, Georgius round there, facing left, Britannia on the back. I reckon we're getting 1759 maybe across the bottom there. If so, that's the last year of his reign. So, it's going to be fun getting this one home and giving it a good hammering with the pink stuff, because that is going to come up pretty damn well, I should imagine. Now, numbers, where was it? I think it was 77, bear with. Let's get over here to this dinky little Viper coil. 76, 77, absolutely rock solid in both directions. Yes, we've got one. We've got our first coin. Superb. And up comes our next find. Nothing spectacular, just a curved piece of bronze. But you know what I reckon that is? I think perhaps that's a trigger guard off a rifle. Cool. Well, I've been swinging the Apex for a good couple of hours now. Starting to get a little bit more adjusted to the tones. It's a very discreet step between the iron tone and the low mid, but my hearing's starting to adjust to it slightly. Numbers are way out compared to what I'm used to. Got myself a little tiny pistol ball here. That's coming at a 62. I should imagine with the 400 that would have come in way higher, up in the low 80s I guess. But I'm stopping digging iron and I'm starting digging history, so I'm getting a feel for it. It's going to take a long time, but I'm getting a feel for it. Second coin of the Apex, George V, halfpenny this time. In the light with my arm, but Britannia on the reverse, 1918. That'll do nicely. Well, metalheads, I think that's quite a cool find. What the hell is it, I hear you say? I reckon that is the top plate that would have held a flint for a flintlock musket. So there's a little screw pip down through there. I reckon you'd have had the bottom plate, then you'd have put a flint on. So if I simulate the bottom plate with my finger, then you put a flint in the gap and you'd screw it down. Then you'd lose that lug there to cock the hammer, and then pow, over it'd go, flint would spark, you'd knock the black powder, and boom, it'd be flinging lead around. And that would also explain that trigger guard thing that I found. Cool. I wonder if there's a whole bloody musket ploughed up in this field. Be damned if I'm digging iron out though, stuff that. No, I reckon that's a flint holder off an old flintlock musket. Pretty cool, huh? The coins are coming up steady now with the Apex. Another little farthing, Victoria this time. I'll just make out the legend around the edge. Might be worth a clean when I get home. Britannia there on the reverse. 77 I think that number. I'm struggling quite a bit to make any sense out of this bloody Apex thing. I made a couple of changes, got some sounds that I enjoyed better. Thumping great big George V penny, 1914, but nothing like the belting great signal I'd expect from it. I'm still digging it, going on tones rather than numbers, but it's a different beast to the 400, that's for sure. Still, another coin up. Oh yes, the Custard Crusaders only gonna done it again. Donk, donk, donk on the hammered with the Apex. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Fuck me old boots, thank God I didn't chuck this Apex in the fucking bush like I've been feeling like doing. Think we've only gonna done it again. Come on. We're going to need some squirt on that, but I reckon we got ourselves another hammered coin. Yes, 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 we've got enough on there. EDW, another Eddie penny. Long cross, very, very worn. Not going to get much detail off it. But the Apex has hit its first fucking hammered. Yay! Nothing spectacular this time, but social history, I guess. Part of a harmonica reed. Somebody's been sat here playing a bit of music on their break time, maybe. Come on then, Custard Crusader at it again. I just hope I ain't scraped this. Look, it's right on the edge of my plug. My shovel's gone straight down the edge of that. Let's dig her out. Think I've got away with it. And it's looking oldish. That's going to be full silver. I reckon that's got to be a Dirty Bertie. Edward the 7th. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Double silver. Come on, Custard boy. Let's give this a proper clean up. That's just a spray down with some ordinary water. Pretty much all together there, isn't it? Don't mind that at all. 1 shilling, 1907. Double silver with the Apex on its first weekend out. You lot knocked the Garrett. Get real. Now we have another find. Quite some age to this as well, but unfortunately the plough's done the damage. Half a medieval spectacle buckle. Shame it's not complete, but that's the nature of ploughing. Oh yes, metalheads, we're on the good stuff again. I haven't cleaned it yet, but I'm pretty certain that's a medieval horse harness pendant, probably heraldic. So let's get the old Suffolk squirter out and give her a clean up. Well, there it is, cleaned up. I haven't gone overboard with it. I just spritzed it with water and then lightly dabbed it with my cleaning cloth. Blue enamel's still on it. I'm not seeing any designs or anything, but I'll have a look with some brighter light and a magnifier when I get back home. But I do love finding these things. That's proper history, isn't it, eh? 700 years old. Love it. And another decorative piece. Some kind of Celtic cross design. little fleur-de-lis type things on the edges. Don't think it's very old though. It's wafer thin and machine pressed, so probably Victorian. Would have looked good in its day though, wouldn't it? Cool. Well, that just about wraps up this bank holiday weekend. I've had 3 little mini sessions out here, and wow, the Apex is proving itself already, isn't it? Double silver, medieval. Let's get back home, clean everything up and show you the fines boards. Here we are, back home with the fines board. Not overly stacked, but some real good quality bits and pieces here. As always, from the top, standard issue buttons, a couple of pressed pieces of copper and a harmonica reed. Some pretty cool buckles. That one still with its pin intact on there. These musket parts are really quite cool. I've never found anything like that before. Down to some coinage. George V penny and halfpenny. George II farthing. That is datable. 1759. Victoria full copper, that's an early one, 1859 farthing. That's coming pretty decent order. On to the silvers. Very scruffy Edward I halfpenny, I think it is. The Edward VII shilling, 1907, that's not in too bad condition. And my favourite piece, this medieval heraldic horse pendant. Not tried doing any further cleaning to that because I think it's going to be really fragile. I might tentatively have a go at it with a composite cleaning pencil. It's looking as if there's some kind of design coming through on this side. But I'll call that a really successful Beltane bank holiday and a superb first trial out of the new Ace Apex metal detector. Excellent. Catch you on the next one.